everyone, welcome to another video where today you're finding me at Kelmarsh. Now Kelmarsh Station, that opened in 1859 and it lasted until 1960. I think it was January of that year when passenger service were removed, and it was later turned into this beautiful path that I'm walking on today. Going to head on away from Kelmarsh Station and go and locate the tunnels. Now these tunnels, there's one you can walk through, it's paved, but there's also one right next to it running alongside, which is not, it's abandoned. We're going to have a look, see if we can get inside that one as well, and then finish off hopefully on top and looking for any potential shafts. So I'll see you down there. So it was the Northampton Market Harborough Railway, and it was originally operated by the London North Western Railway, and it carried on going until October 1981. So very recent. The Northampton and Lamport Railway, that operates part of the former track bed, but the rest of the route is a nice little walkway called the Brampton Valley Way. Heading in the direction of the Kelmarsh Tunnels now. See if I hopefully get the drone up at some point, but it's very grey and overcast, but you know, we'll see how we get along. So looking at the map, railmaponline.com as always. Market Harborough is at the top, and if we follow the purple line down, like you can see Great Oxenden. That's where Oxenden Tunnels are. Now we have visited this, and it will be in a future video. We did this after we'd visited Kelmarsh. Continuing down to Kelmarsh, we'll start today's journey at the former site of Kelmarsh Station. We'll go a little further down south, and then you can see where the purple line just splits into two. Now where it splits into two, that is where the two separate tunnels stand side by side, one up line and one down line. And first of all, we're going to be going in the abandoned line from start to finish in one end and out the other, and then we'll be going in the other tunnel, which is the one for public access where we can cycle through it, walk through it, and it also has the hair shaft. So let's join ourselves back down at the site of the station. So I've got the Kelmarsh Tunnels coming up to me, 322 yards, that's 294 metres. Often nicknamed the rat holes by drivers going through them. So I can see the one with the path going through it. I'd say I'm about 5 minutes walk away. So let's get ourselves up there and have a little look at it, shall we? So I've got Steve with me again, look. I brought him to another tunnel. I actually brought him to two tunnels. Yeah, these were nicknamed the rat holes by drivers.
Okay.
Because they're just so narrow, I believe, and they just look so daunting and dark. We're coming up to the open one. I think the abandoned one is that side of that, because that's a field down there.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And the portal is just coming into view right in the centre. So there's the open tunnel. Look, we're going to go in there shortly, but the abandoned one's that side, and we think that's the side that's open. So we're going to toddle on over the top. There's a little path just there.
Yeah.
We're going to go over to the other side and have a look at the other one. So on top of the portal now, we've got the brick drainage, looks like, goes all the way down. We've just walked up part of this, curves around there, and eventually it picks up just down there where Steve is into a catchment pit, which would then drift off into the drain. So there it is on the opposite side. Reminds me of the one at East Norton Tunnel in Leicestershire. Right, so there's the very first tunnel we've just been looking at, but we've come up this path. See a little bit more brickwork there, look. That's the abandoned disused one, what we're going to go and look at now. So there's the drainage again, look, for the other one, exactly the same. I'm assuming it is exactly the same construction for both tunnels. I'm going to take you across the top again, and then we can look back at the former track bed back towards Kelmarsh Station. So we're at the top. I think it's time to get underneath, isn't it? Let's go. Right, inside the portal now, look. Looks a bit of a different shape to the other one, but I could be wrong. Steve's still outside, look, he's too scared to come in. So let's turn around and see what's facing the other way. Right, it's about 30 metres in. I don't know if you can really see it, but the tunnel, it narrows at this point. There's this bit of brickwork here, and around about this point, you can just see it there, look, it bulges in. That's where the tunnel goes a little bit narrower. Right, first refuge is on the left. I don't know how many it's going to be. I'm going to say length of tunnel is probably going to be about 6 or 8. So we'll keep plodding along and we'll have a look. it's had a bit of a repair going off there in later years, because there's a bit of a lip just there, look, and it's much newer brick. It's much cleaner as well. If we turn back around to the other side, look, you can see the grummy griminess, and then back towards this one again. I'd say that's about a foot lower, maybe a bit more, I'd say 1.5 foot in the centre, and less so either side. Well over halfway through anyway. Got the typical cable carrying brackets and arms all the way through it, much lower than they usually are. You usually tend to find them a fair way up, but they're about 3 foot off the ground, these ones. Quite a bit of decay just here as well. You see the brickwork's bulging out just there. And it's all crumbled and stacked up on the floor. Generally speaking, the tunnel itself is in a lot worse condition at this far end than the entrance we actually came in. Oh, there's some nice colours there. Look. That's Refuge No.4, and similar to the condition of this second half of the tunnel, it's in quite a bit of a ragged state. It's just decayed in such an enormous way compared to the other end. Refuge No.6, I think that might be the last one. It's visibly wetter at this end. So if it is damper at this end of the tunnel, that could explain why there's so much more decay and debris in this half of the tunnel. So we're just about to come out the other end, like you see the portal and the sea on the outside. So we're at the other end. It's wide open, as you've just seen. None of those curved drainage brick channel ways. We've got the cable carriers though at a similar level to what some of them were in the tunnel. Really, really muddy out this end as well. So I'm going to make my way out of there. Still need to go through the other one, which I think will be walking in the opposite direction to get back to where we started at. So we've still got ourselves a milepost, look, at the end of the tunnel. It's absolutely huge. And that's not been used since 1981 or been of any relevance to the railway anyway. We're going to go over to the other side now and walk back through the other tunnel. Right, again, over from that track bed down to this one. That looks pretty daunting going down there, doesn't it? The other tunnel just out of sight over there. So here we are, the other end. Let's get inside it. Curiously, on this one we have got the drainage channels coming down, look. So Steve, what are you thinking to auction doing at the minute? Because I'm thinking this would make quite a good little bedroom for you.
Yeah, it looks nice and cosy.
Think you can get in there?
If only, if only.
And then apparently you can rent that out for £20 a month.
Yep. In the pocket.
Yes! And then you can rent it out for £40 a month. Hotels.com.
Hashtag profit.
Right, so that's both for the Kelmarsh Tunnels done. Completely different stories on both sides. We've got the ruined side over there, gradually it gets worse. This side, it's in brilliant condition. Wasn't able to speak in there much because the sound reverberates and it's absolutely full of families. And you know, they're enjoying the day out. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good. Quite surprised as many people, but they're taking advantage of this good walkway here.
It's better that than both of them being in the condition that the first one was. Right, I hope you enjoyed this video with the pair of Kelmarsh Tunnels and a bit of the track bed to the tunnels and back over the top and a little bit of the shaft as well. Bye from Steve, bye from me. Like, subscribe, comment below. Thanks to all recent channel members. See you soon, bye bye. It's even going to get through here. Now I'm not, am I? Right, what brings you through here? We just come out the tunnel.
From my search, Crazy Steve.
Crazy Steve.
But I did move tunnels.
Crazy Steve previously lived in Haddon, then went to Chatley Tunnel in Stoke-on-Trent.
We've been just throwing things at us.
And we're actually getting acorns thrown at us by one of Crazy Steve's
Incoming.
minions, which isn't very appreciated. So we're just going to go throw. See that milepost there? Yeah, that's going to be launched in someone's head.